I'm back!
Yay! Welcome to Wake Up Missoula. My name is Noelle McAvoy.
And I, for always, shall be known as Scott Ramp.
And he is back. What? Ding.
Yeah.
That was Asaph Adonai on piano. Asaph, what song was that?
That is a song called 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover by Paul Simon.
Nice. It's a good little melody.
Yeah.
I like that. Well, good morning, everyone. It is Friday. TGIF.
And one thing
Scott's
that's not
back.
going to be 50 ways is the weather.
Oh, no. It'll be much
either,
warmer than 50 ways.
It'll be either sunny or it's going to be raining.
Huh.
There's only 2 shades of weather happening this weekend. But you can expect your highs to be in the 70s, so it's going to be very nice, and your lows to be the 30s. But it's just barely going to touch freezing temperatures tonight. But of course, through the weekend, it's still going to have highs and lows between 40s and 60s throughout the weekend.
Yeah.
But it's raining. It's going to rain.
Beginning of the week looks like it's going to be cold and rain, and finally we'll get into that fall weather that we have is needed, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Change of seasons, Yeah. But if you guys want to find out more information about Wake Up Missoula, you can check us out on our website at wakeupmissoula.wix.com/wakeupmissoula.
Yep, I brought up our little videos page so you can see our latest and greatest episodes featuring interviews from Jess and her little kid Pierce.
Yeah, they're real cute.
I wasn't here for this. I totally missed out on a lot of the fun. There's Susan Hay Patrick and Mark Thane from the Missoula County Public Schools, and of course, and guests, new parking meters. I keep that up. I just kind of keep that up there because it's totally relevant.
It's super relevant for a long time.
Because it's going to be happening for a while, changing all the parking meters. All the parking meters, the old, latest and greatest 50-year plus parking meters that we're still used to in our downtown Missoula is going to be updated by basically they're taking them out and they're putting on electronical devices. I think about one per section of
one
area.
Per 10 parking spots or something.
I guess one per block usually.
Yeah. But you guys can check out our interview with Ann Guest to find out more information about that. But it's pretty cool.
It is so cool.
It's going to be really neat. Yeah. But you can also like us on Facebook, and you can like Wake Up Missoula on Twitter.
But also, Missoula Community Access Television has our own Twitter page. It's at MCAT TV Missoula. Also, ignore that. But you can also like Missoula Community Access Television on our Facebook page. You can't type in MCAT on Facebook to find it. You have to type in Missoula Community Access Television. But of course, go to MCAT.org. We have our Do It in 72 screener, and it's happening on October the 24th, and that's on a Saturday.
Nice.
That's the Saturday, the weekend before Asaph's birthday.
Yes.
Just so Asaph remembers exactly where it is, but no one else.
So it'll be a week from tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll be all of our screenings. So
But
we got all of our
tomorrow
submissions.
is the Kiddabaloo.
Yeah, so Scott and I will be
Is
at
it
the
Kid
Adams.
Baloo or Kiddabaloo?
Baloo. So Scott and I will be at the Adams Center tomorrow from 11 to 4. One of us will be there from 11 to 4. Both of us will be there for a good hour and a half. And then another one will be there just from 11 to 4. And then we're going to be over here for our stop-in drop-in.
Tomorrow is the premiere of our Stop Animation Camp drop-in, and here's a nice little picture.
So you guys can bring your kids in between the ages of 8 and 13, or is it 14?
It's, 8 and 14,
8
roughly.
And 14, yeah.
And you can also click on the link. You click on here, and it'll bring you to a little bit more information about what we use and some of the process. Also, a little sign up online as well.
Perfect, yeah. So it's $10 after 3 p.m. It's only 5. You drop your kid off and hang out with Scott and I, and hopefully our other helper Mason. And yeah, we're just gonna hang out and do some stop motion stuff. It's a ton of fun, and we always have a good time.
But tonight at 5, we have some new programming, and it features the City Band at 5. But in case you guys missed the City Band concert that we usually show on Mondays at 8:30 p.m. But of course, if you guys missed it during the summer, so MCAT's the place to go if you missed the live performance, and then it's on for the next couple Mondays at 8:30, every Monday at 8:30, and every Friday at 5. So here is Night Train. So that
Good job,
that
City Band.
particular city band concert is featuring all the music from Back to the Future.
Nice. Oh, that's fun.
And of course, Back to the Future Day is happening next Wednesday on the 21st.
Oh, really?
They call it Back to the Future Day because that's when Marty and Doc they went to the future on that particular day.
Yeah.
In 2015.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yes.
That's awesome.
That's when they say.
Yeah,
Yes.
we'll have to watch that.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So check that out. That'll be next Thursday, you guys. But we have some more new programming, it looks like. What's this next one?
This is our very own local Nobel Peace Prize winner for some climate action, and he's talking about. Let him explain.
I'm seeing major corporations, starting with, of course, the Googles and the Apples of the world, but even going to corporations like Walmart, which probably a lot of this crowd looks at rather dimly. Walmart is investing an unbelievable amount of money in solar panels on all their new stores, on high efficiency trucks for all their transport, and it's in a way it's sobering for somebody like me to admit, but what Walmart does probably matters more than anything else because they influence so much of the world's economy.
All right, so there
Wow.
is what you can learn more about the annual Peace Festival. This is the 11th annual Peace Festival in Arlie, the Buddha Gardens. It's definitely worth watching, and it airs today at 6:15, right after City Band. But wait, there's more. We have Asaph Cafe happening tonight, and
Nice.
here's a little taste of Asaph. Asaph, this is when you guys were talking about a little bit about Inspector Gadget.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
But the guy who played Get Smart, he was the voice for the cartoon Inspector Gadget.
Yeah.
I never watched the cartoon Inspector Gadget.
That was cool. I watched it.
Fascinating.
Then we have Mike Myers.
All right.
I love that background, Asaph. That set is awesome. Those bubbles, that's
Yeah,
so
that's
fun.
my new Lawrence Welk set, and Christian designed that.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah, you looked up Lawrence Welk and created that set. So
Oh my gosh,
pretty
that's
cool.
great. I love those bubbles. Oh man, what a fun set. Asaph likes to use a green screen on his show, and it's just so much fun because he has so many different options for background.
Yep.
We're gonna keep that one for a while.
But if you guys stay with MCAT, watch it MCAT on Channel 189, you can see the Hellgate Roller Girls versus the Hells Bells.
Oh.
And of course, I don't want to show the clip because it's, well, maybe, yeah, let's
We
just
can
show
show
the
a
clip.
clip.
Yeah, we can show the clip.
Just a few seconds.
I'll just kind of talk about it a little bit.
Yeah.
So, they're about to, okay, so this is them. They're going to be wandering around. The idea is the girls with the stars on them, they're called the Jammers, and they're supposed to pass the whole team, overlap the team. That's how they get points. And then they do some hand motion against the hips, and that's how they can call off the jam. And she just scored like 5 or 6 points just by passing the group. And it's usually like a point per person.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's your general gist of
Scott
how Hellgate
Mason-
Roller Girls, and they're doing a fundraiser this
season.
weekend as well.
Oh, cool.
So
So
you check that
Scott,
out.
Mason, and I got to film that, and I had never seen a roller bout before. And the Hellgate Roller Girls got like 300 something points, while the Hells Bells got like 60.
Yeah.
I was like, how does that, what? I lost that. I was lost in that one.
And you'd think that when they played Billings not too long ago, they would have been worried because Billings has a bigger pot to
really?
draw from. But of course, Billings has like 3 teams.
Oh.
So it's just like
Billings is huge.
Billings is a huge town for
Yeah.
sure, but not as not totally outnumbers Missoula
No.
in terms of population. I'd say probably about a quarter or a third more people go to Billings than
I would think so,
than
yeah.
Missoula. But of course, I'm not in charge of the census. But
No.
you can be in charge of what you watch on MCAT by logging on to MCAT.org. As simple as that, and you go to channel 189 or 190, and it brings you this nice little page. I tell you the number because the number is like, it's on the website. It's just like a number. It goes like 69.144.69.100.
100.
And yeah, you can see all these videos, all the videos that you see in this lineup are something that you can watch. And these are from the Office of Neighborhoods, Ward 3 and 4.
So you don't
Ward
have
1
to wait
candidates.
for these series to come on. You can just go to video on demand. If there's a show you want to watch and it comes on later, you don't have to wait. You just find it on our video on demand, click it, and watch it right then.
And it's just wonderful.
And it really is. So you can either watch live or you can watch watch a little video that you want to. It's really user-friendly and interactive, and we all love it.
And that brings me to the next point. The big, huge news that's happening right now is your mail-in ballots have been mailed to you. I got my mail-in ballot. So if you haven't gotten your mail-in ballot, you can call the voting office? Or you can vote County, Missoula, because they're all about voting, because they have a little tab that shows voting. You can go to the Missoula County website or Missoula City website to learn more information. And you can vote for your ward representative. And of course, my ward is Ward 1. And your ward is...
Ward 1.
Yes.
Yeah, north side.
Yeah, because Ward 1 and Ward 2 are like weird.
Yeah.
Because it's like Ward 2 is just like slowly like it's like it
trickles into Ward 1.
It's
kind of like
into Ward 1, but it's also like as far as the airport.
Oh.
It's weird.
Sounds really weird.
Like they have expressway. They have that.
That neighborhood over there.
Yeah. Huh. But that's here nor there. The idea is that you guys now have a chance to vote for your city council representative for all wards.
And
wards
also
1 through 6, they had a huge thing going on.
Is the school bond 2020 on that ballot too?
Yes.
Because that's also a very important thing.
And if you don't want to vote for the high school or the elementary school, you can say no, or you can say yes on one or both.
Oh, nice.
Honestly, there's more kids in the elementary school than the high schools, but there's only 3 high schools.
Yeah.
But the high school bond is a lot smaller than the elementary school bond. They're about the same.
Yeah.
But they're smaller, but it's something that the school, your school, it's not just the children that are going to school, but it's also your school that's being represented in this as well.
Yes.
And I don't want to show, I really don't want to show favoritism, but it's kind of hard to, I've always been a supporter of the children.
Yeah, of course.
I'm always, you always got to support the kids.
Yeah, of course. I mean, like I've been saying, they're going to run our world someday, much sooner than we think.
Yep.
But on Monday's show, we'll have most likely Susan Haypatrick back and someone else from the school, Missoula County Public Schools, to talk more in depth about what's going on. I believe that we're going to try to touch on technology for Monday for this
and it's all revving up for the final push for
November 3rd is the day to vote, so you can either early vote with your mail-in ballots or wait until then. Yeah.
And I gotta tell a story before we go to events.
Okay, great.
Okay, so Susan Renaud.
Okay.
You know Susan Renaud.
Oh yeah.
Flag dress.
She's great. Yeah.
She called the other day and she said she got a lot of response from her interview on our show. So it's good to know that people are watching.
Yes, it is good to know.
And even my cousin said he watches the show. It's ridiculous.
It's nice because people have started to call us too.
Yeah.
Rather than Scott and I trying to find people for a show, they call us now.
It's really easy to find. I just go to Missoula Events.
Yeah.
It was MissoulaEvents.net is everything you need to know about Missoula.
It's a golden website. I use MissoulaEvents.net all the time. Not only for my show, our show, but just for life. If I'm what's going on tonight? I click on there. Yeah, right. Missoula Events is great. I highly, highly, highly suggest everyone use it. Or you can watch our show.
Yeah.
But I've got some stuff going on.
And speaking of Missoula Events, here's Noelle McAvoy.
Here's all of my things from Missoula Events. So it's Friday. Friday is upon us, thank goodness. So we've got some stuff going on. Actually, a lot of stuff going on. So starting this morning at 8:30 a.m., so in 15 minutes, so today for children, they don't have any school because I guess teachers are doing catch-up day. So there's a couple schools out camps today. So the first one is over at the Missoula Insectarium, which thankfully, I'm really glad they've been putting their events on MissoulaEvents.net now because it seems like they have a lot of really cool stuff going on. So this is for K through 5th grade from 8:30 to 3:30, so all day. I have $50 per student or $45 for members. And so the children will just explore the insectarium, play insect-themed games and activities, interact with live bug ambassadors, and more. And it's also Spider Month, so they're doing a lot of spider activities. So they'll probably be playing with some spiders too. It's pretty sweet. And then over at Mismo Gymnastics, we've got our Schools Out camp. And they're just going to be doing gymnastics all day, yeah. So you can do full day or half day. So a full day for members is $40, and then a half day is $30, and then non-members is $50, and a half day is $35. And over at Taste Buds Kitchen, they've got our Food Network Favorites Camp. And so they're pretty much just going to be making doing new techniques and making new dishes, kind of based off of like Food Network shows. So it'll be $85 they have 2 different sessions. So it'd be $85 for both sessions or $45 per day. And this is for ages 4 to 8. And Tiny Tales is over at the Missoula Public Library starting at 10:30. It's for babies ages birth through 3 years, and they're gonna sing songs and learn finger plays and nursery rhymes and hear stories. And then we have Family Story Time also at the Public Library. These next few events are at the Public Library. So they're gonna have a theme story time on the Dragon Rug, which may include songs and an art activity. And then Yarns is going on for all those ladies or gentlemen that love to crochet or knit. You can bring your latest project to the boardroom and your lunch. You can gossip and crochet and knit and eat some food. And it just sounds like a great time, starting at noon. And then Teen Writers Group is at 3:30. And this is for teens that need some inspiration or some feedback or just need a place to hang out. Over at 10 Spoon Vineyard and Winery, the band Way Cool Music is going to be playing at 4 p.m. And then over at the Dana Gallery at 5, they have a show. It's their annual The Young and the Restless Showcase. So they're celebrating those up-and-comers while fueling their reckless contemporaries. So it's a family event, and what it kind of sounds like to me is that this is like art-related and done by children. So yeah, so they're going to have live music, art activities, and beverages. Nate Vernon of Wartime Blues will be at Draftworks Brewing Company this evening at 6 p.m. Check that out.
I like how they say, surprise, live music. It's like, not a surprise. It's
Surprise, live music. Wait,
surprise,
that happens every
not
Friday.
really.
No, it happens every Friday. There is, over at the Union Club, they've got their Irish music session starting at 6 p.m. And then over at Imagination Brewing Company, they've got a Global Music Award winner, Megan Makerveer. Makever? Yeah.
That sounds like a made-up name.
Yeah, I don't know if she's real or not, but she's going to be playing music.
Megan Makever.
Makever. That makes more sense. Yeah. Okay, so, and then over at Top Hat Lounge, from 6 to 8 is a family-friendly Friday, and Pinegrass will be playing for that. And over at Imagination Brewing Company, starting at 6:30, they're having a Buffalo Field Campaign Roadshow. Ooh. So, BFC's campaign coordinator, Mike Neese, will be hitting the road in September and October for a roadshow to Washington, Oregon, California, and Montana to share music stories, video, and activism inspired by the Yellowstone Bison. So he will be at Imagination Brewing Company tonight at 6:30.
It's funny because it's BFC's campaign, so it's a Buffalo Field campaign.
Yeah. And Scott and I are all about the double. We constantly make jokes about how people say UC Center.
Yeah, it's
University
the
Center,
UC Center.
But Buffalo campaigns.
BFC Center. BFC Center. Go to the BFC Center.
Yeah.
Oh, Theo Ellsworth. Ellsworth is back.
Theo. Up next, over at Shakespeare & Company, Theo Ellsworth will be talking about his book 3, The Understanding Monster. And if you guys have never seen any of his artwork or any of his books, he's an amazing artwork. And he has a very distinct style. And it's very, very cool. So check that out. It should be a good time.
I definitely want to check that out for sure.
Yeah.
He has great art.
He's amazing.
And he's the brother of a girl I went to college with, too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Maybe I can get it in. No,
Is she in it?
kidding.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know what I would get in with, but it doesn't really matter.
I know. I don't even know.
It's my in. It's like, what in?
What in? What are you trying to get? I don't know.
I don't know what I'm trying to get.
Yeah. It's Friday, whatever.
I really like how people are, like the idea is like, oh, this one person is like, yeah, it's like, I know her too. Well, tell them hi.
Yeah. Okay. How they doing?
What do you say to that? It's just like, oh, I know your dad. It's like, okay.
Oh, great. Yeah, he's nice.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. He's great. Yeah, like I've known him all my life.
Yeah. Oh, interesting.
You've probably known him longer.
Oh, when'd you see him? Yeah.
Did you see him recently? No, I haven't seen him in a long time. Well, I'll tell them you said hi.
Oh, I know, that's always funny.
It's always the same. It's always the same
Do
thing.
you have a lot of interactions with like your parents' friends or people that know your parents? That
Well,
are
they
like,
know my last
"How
name.
are your
Well,
parents?"
I have a very uncommon last name.
You do.
Like me and my family, like all the Rams are pretty much related in Montana. Mm-hmm. It's not like Smith
Yeah.
or O'Connor.
Yeah.
Even
that's
though
true.
I am related to the O'Connors too. So if you know O'Connor.
Whoa!
Yeah, I know. Well, like there's a lot of different names because your grandparents like 5 names and
Yeah,
then like,
yeah.
combining the 2 names.
Like the hand job.
But if you're a Brondersliv, please be in contact with us because there's not much of our family left. We're Danish.
That's adorable.
That's enough of that.
And you heard it here by Scott Ram.
See, this is why our show takes forever.
I know. Scott and I just laugh about stuff. That's literally why our show takes forever. Yeah.
Fade back.
Fade back. Okay. All right. Up next. Okay, so the Missoula Haunted House is going to be at the Missoula County Fairgrounds starting tonight until Halloween. So it starts at 7. Between 7 and 11 on Halloween night, between 5 and 7 are family hours, which would be a little less scary. And then general admission is $10, $15 for express line ticket buyers, and they receive a $10 Liquid Planet credit. Whoa!
No.
Wow, that's cool. Yeah, so that starts at 7, and it'll be going starting tonight until Halloween. Yeah. Now, over at the Real Lounge, there's some music, Born of Osiris and Loma Shore. $16 in advance, $18 day of show, which that means it's $18. And it's at 7, and it sounds like some metal. So, yeah, check that out. Over at the Missoula Public Library is Cheap Date Night. It starts at 7 p.m. as well. It's a free feature film. And then Penny's Mismo is here. Oh. Okay, so this is the Celebrate Piano series. Pianissimo.
Pianissimo.
Pianissimo. Oh, yeah.
Pianissimo. It's like
Really
piano,
hard.
pianissimo.
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 Before our show, I said it really well, but I don't know.
Pianissimo.
Yeah.
You
So-
just say it really fast.
Pianissimo.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay, so they feature
No, keep going.
they feature 9 pianos, 30 pianists, and a rollicking good time. Whoa.
It is one of their best performances
Is
for
it?
sure.
Piano music's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Asaph, are you gonna go to that?
I don't know.
It's
They-
like
they've shown
it's
on
on
TV
par.
anyway, so
I would say that
think they're
Pianissimo
gonna-
is on par with the World Rhythm concert that they
World
put
Rhythms
on.
concert is awesome.
Exactly.
Okay. All right.
But
Makes sense.
instead of using all a bunch of different types of drums, they just use pianos. And sometimes they wheel in like 4 pianos surrounding in a circle next to each other, and they all play against
That's
each
awesome.
other.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
I want to go.
I know. I'm selling it.
Let's go.
We could have invited Han, but
Yeah.
I don't know his number.
That's okay.
Maybe I know his brother. Hey, I know your brother, so
Hey, I'm
yeah.
my brother. Ah, I got it in. This is me playing the piano. Is this correct form, Asaph?
Yeah, that's what they say, but that doesn't necessarily work for everybody.
This is how I play the piano. I have to do a close up.
Well, when you look at Thelonious Monk, he just had finger patterns that were against the traditional ways of playing the piano, but it worked for him.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. All right. Well, our piano expert over here, Asaph. Okay. So, over at the Press Box, they're having some comedy. Starts at 8 p.m. And it's I think that it's a showcase. Yeah, comedy stuff. $5 at the door. Show starts at 8.
Cool.
Oh, and then, you guys, this next one, there's a drag show tonight at Stage 112. It's Caravan of Glam, which they've been on America's Got Talent, and they tour all over the country. And I've never seen their show before, but
I saw
hear,
their show when they were here not too long ago.
Yeah, I
They
heard
must be
it's
on their way
really
back through
good.
again.
They must be, yeah. I heard that it's really, really good and really, really fun.
It's
So-
pretty ridiculous.
It's $15 today, 8 p.m. at Stage 112. Go check it out. It should be a really
Okay,
good
here's the
time.
story. Oh, so I went to the
Okay.
Caravan of Glam last time.
Okay.
And one of them, like one of the MCs, she's a big lady, but then as soon as she got dancing and stuff like that, she did flips
Woo!
and cartwheels and splits and all sorts of crazy stuff. Well, he,
yeah.
A Caravan of Glam is a drag show.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah. That's awesome. Damn. Woo. Woo.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
That sounds ridiculous. Drag shows are a lot of fun. So if you guys get a chance, check it out. They're really good. But that's what I've got going on for Friday. Oh, wait, no, I don't. Just
You
kidding.
have one more
music.
thing you have to list the
Yeah,
bands.
music. Okay, so at Sunrise Saloon, starting at 9 p.m., is Dakota Poor Man Band. Hemlock, Blissidum, and Judgment Hammer will be at the Dark Horse at 9. That's some metal. Omar Lynx and Back to Skipping School 5 will be at Monk's. So it looks like it's hip-hop and electronic. That's at 9. And then Gladys Friday will be at the Union Club at 9. And Miller Creek will be at the Top Hat Lounge at 10. Yeah. So now we're going to switch gears over to Asaph's segment.
We are going to talk about the most famous nun to ever grace the screen on television. And of course, we're talking about the lovely and beautiful Sally Margaret Field, known to the world as Sally Field. She's going to be my wife in my next life. No, I'm just kidding.
You should try for this life.
Yeah. Well, I can dream, can't I? Anyway, Sally Field is an American actress and director. She's best known for her roles in the Smokey and the Bandit films in 1977. Some of her other movies were Norma Ray in 79, Murphy's Romance, Steel Magnolias, and of course the one and only Mrs. Doubtfire, and Forrest Gump. She started her career in the 1960s with a television show called Gidget. I don't know if anybody will even remember that. It was one of those like Annette Funicello Beach, Frankie Avalon kind of movies.
Okay.
It was a TV show, and it only lasted about a season. And then she does what's called the Flying Nun. And she'll probably forever be linked with that television show, The Flying Nun. There she is, a Sister Betrayal. See how lovely
I
she
forever
was.
link her with Mrs. Doubtfire.
Well, yeah, maybe the later generation, but in my generation, it was obviously The Flying Nun. And I used to watch this show every week. But some of her accomplishments are pretty impressive. She's been nominated for numerous awards, including the Academy Award for Best Actress, Golden Globe Award, Best Actress in the Cannes Film Festival for playing Norma Ray Webster in the film Norma Ray, and she won Best Actress and a Golden Globe Award for playing Places in the Heart. And she received 3 other Emmy Awards for her role in Sybil about the young woman with a mental disorder. And her role in ER with George Clooney, she was in that in 2000. And also a film called Nora Holden Walker as a character, Brothers and Sisters.
And here's
so here's a clip of Sally Field. This is the intro.
that is totally a man who's like they dropped from a plane, and then of course they did green screen and stuff.
But these were the people in the convent of this show I used to watch. There's Sally Field flying through the air like Supergirl or Superman.
And her friends are like, oh, that crazy Flying Nun.
Yeah, but there she is. And that was this actor here was like the Romeo of the show.
But nuns aren't supposed to, marry her.
Well, no, he wasn't going after the nuns. He would always go after the girls, and Sally Field would be trying to stop him. And there she is flying around again. And there's this is so funny that she's like walking this dog, and the dog is walking her because every time it get windy, she fly through the air.
Through a window? Through a window?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
The Flying Nun was just such a fun show when you were a kid growing up, and all the kids like myself watched this show.
So let me get this straight. She's a nun.
She's a nun
who's able to fly.
Yeah, she could fly. And when it would get windy out there, she'd put her hand on her habit, like she's wearing, and she'd fly through the air, and she'd be doing her missions work and doing stuff for the convent. It was just such a funny show. And they don't even make shows like that anymore.
No, that's so
and I'm sure Sally Field must, in her room at night, I can't believe I did the Flying Nun.
The whole Flying Nun thing is just like, the person who made that up, it's like probably making fun of like these hats. It's just like, that reminds me of an airplane.
Look at those hats.
What if we made a nun fly? And then they made a show around it. Bada
Did
bing,
the
bada
other
boom.
nuns fly?
No, she was the only one that could fly. Her character, Sister Betrayal.
So did they give background as to how she could fly?
Whenever it get windy, she would just float. When they had on the pilot episode when she was first going to the convent, they didn't know she could fly. I don't even think she knew she could fly at first. And she was supposed to be teaching kids in the school. And there was a situation where the wind came, all of a sudden she's like floating up in the air.
I like the very first scene when she's just like floating in the air and she's just like, whoa!
Yeah. But that scene when she's walking
They dropped
that
a guy
dog,
from a plane with a nun costume on, hiding a parachute pack in his skirt. Oh, they just dropped him from the sky. They barely used it in those clips. But then there was an awkward clip where that lady's just like waving.
Yeah.
And she's like waving for like 20 seconds, and it's like, are we gonna show the Flying Nun again? And but
Yeah, and then they show it, but that funniest scene to me is when the dog is walking her and she's floating.
I thought the
That's just
funniest thing was when
outrageous.
she went through the window.
Yeah,
Yeah,
through
that-
that
that's pretty
stained
funny,
glass
too.
Stained
church
glass.
window. I like the one where she went through the window and all of a sudden you like see her of the city. Oh, whoa!
I guess she's okay.
She was classmates as a teenager with Cindy Williams from Laverne and Shirley. I just find that interesting.
Nice.
But she's left the world some great films, and of course, I'll always like her the most in Mrs. Doubtfire. But if
mean-
you're in my generation, you got to go with the Flying Nun.
I think I'm gonna have to watch some of those Flying Nun shows.
Yeah,
They have the
That was
episodes. They have
such a
the
fun
episodes
show.
on YouTube. I've seen
Do
a
they?
couple. Of them.
I'm going to need to. That's what I'll be doing after our show.
Yeah, it was a fun show. So I'll end it with that. Sally Field and her portrayal of the Flying Nun, even though her other movies were obviously greater films, Academy Award-winning films.
Thank you very much, Asaph.
My pleasure.
That was Musical Notes with Asaph Adonai. A very, very funny addition. I just can't get over that video of her just like, whoa! Okay.
I can't believe you've never seen that
No,
before.
I had no idea. I've never seen that. I've never heard
Yeah,
of that
that
before.
came on every day when I was a little boy.
I had no idea. No.
They had the first time I saw that I was
oh.
like 6 years old, and they played it on late night Nickelodeon or whatever.
And you're like, whoa.
I'm like, what is this?
No, but I watched it on regular television. My parents used to watch that show, so that's how come I'm familiar with
Yeah,
it.
no, I had no idea. That's the first time ever seeing or hearing that. So, oh man, that's funny. Okay, all right, so now we've got some Saturday events. This is what's going on tomorrow. So we've got our farmers market still. Our farmers market, the last weekend for that is going to be 3 weekends. Halloween is the last weekend for the farmers market. So you've got about 3 weeks left to get your fresh produce, straight from the farm. There. Yeah. So, farmers market is at the Red X's from 8 to 1. People's Market is on Pine Street from 2 to 2.
It's not
2
on
to
Pine
9.
Street anymore. It's Jimmy John's parking lot.
Yeah. They're not...
Yeah, the street is open now for.
Oh, okay. Okay,
driving.
so it's just confined to Jimmy John's parking lot from 2 to 9. And then the Clark Fork Market is down at Cares Park from 8 to 1. And then over at Muscial Gymnastics, we have Family Fun Time starting at 9. There's an open gym for ages walking to 12 years. And they, it's just like everything you can want. Like trampolines and foam pits and bars and swing and fly off of and pretend you're a nun. Yeah. Come on, you guys. That was hilarious. And then over at the Solstice building, they've got our Homeward is doing their free financial fitness class. It starts at 9 a.m. 9 to 6 tomorrow and Saturday. It's free. And so you can get in financial shape, set goals for spending and saving, manage debt, learn other money management skills, and learn how to take charge of your financial life. Okay, this next one, over at the Lucky Strike, they've got their Puzzle Club, which starts at 9 a.m. tomorrow. And when I first read it, I thought it said Pizza Club. So I was like, sweet!
Nice.
Pizza Club, yeah! But it's not. It's Puzzle.
It's a lie.
Yeah. So, Puzzle Club, not Pizza Club, is at the Lucky Strike tomorrow at 9. But if you guys want to have a Pizza Club, let me know. Maybe we can facilitate something here at MCAT. And then over at the Missoula Public Library, they've got a computer and device drop-in assistance. So do you have a phone, a tablet, or operating system that you have no idea what you're doing? Just drop on in. Drop in for some one-on-one help, 10 a.m. to 12 in the computer classroom.
We should have Taste Buds Kitchen do Pizza Club.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
And all you gotta do is pay for the raw materials, and then you just meet every week and
Make some pizza.
make unique style pizza.
That'd be fun.
That'd be awesome. But anyways, we can tell them all about it.
Yeah.
Hopefully they'll come on next week. I'll have to get in contact with them to
Monday.
confirm. But the idea is Monday is we're gonna definitely try to have a cooking segment.
Yes. Which would be really fun. Scott and I are super stoked about it. So yeah, definitely check us out on Monday and see how it goes. I'm excited.
I really like our segue from misinterpretation of puzzles
To
into talking
pizza.
about our taste buds section of our show. All right.
Okay, so was that a moving along noise?
Is it?
Yeah. Okay, over at the Missoula County Fairgrounds tomorrow at 10 a.m. it's e-waste collection day. So if you've got like a computer or like any electronics you don't know what to do with that are broken and you don't want to just like toss it in the landfill, bring it down to the Missoula County Fairgrounds. They are going to be doing stuff with them. I don't know what they're gonna do, but Scott's dancing next to me. It's very distracting right now. I'm so sorry, everyone. But drop off your electronics. They'll do something with it so you don't have to. And then over at Spectrum Discovery area, their Discovery Bench is Spin, and their Brain Lab is Senses. That starts at 10. And then over at the Missoula Art Museum, they're having a Saturday family tours at the MAM. So it's a bring your kids for a tour that's geared for them. So they have trained people will lead parents and children through the gallery for an engaging book. Look at John Buck's kinetic sculpture, which is pretty sweet. And then when it's possible, a 5th grader who has participated in the MAM's 5th grade art experience will help facilitate the tour, which could be really cute and hilarious. And then over at the Senior Center, they've got a Kids Vibrations community music program. This is designed to encourage children to express themselves through music, movement, and rhythm. It starts at 11 and it's at the Senior Center. And then, like I was saying earlier, this month is Spider Month over at the Missoula Insectarium. So they're doing a spiders presentation at 1 p.m. tomorrow. It's going to be led by Lori Kurzanik. And she is a insect diagnostician and assistant IPM specialist at MSU Extension in Bozeman, focusing on urban insects and education. Sweet. And then tomorrow is our first day of drop-in animation camp. From 1 to 5, you can drop off your kid with Scott and I, and we'll just hang out and do some animation stuff. It'll be really fun. Yeah, and this will be every Saturday from here on out. And then over at McCormick Park is Fall Family Fest. This is a free event for a family to, celebrate and rein in the autumn season. So they do hay rides, face painting, live music, games, cider pressing, and more. It's at McCormick Park. Over at the ZAC, they've got Shrine Building 1. They usually do this around Halloween and close to the Day of the Dead too. They're building shrines to celebrate and in memory of those that have lost people. So it's a 2-part shrine building workshop. It goes from 2 to 5 tomorrow, and it's free. Oh, and also, art therapist Kim Brown Campbell will be on hand to discuss the process of working through emotions through art. So just in case anyone isn't doing that well that day, she'll be there. And then over at the Peace Farm, they've got their Fall Harvest Festival starting at 2 p.m. They have live music by Cowboy Andy and friends, and they've got lots of kids' activities. And they have activities for the whole family, and they've got, like cider and pumpkin carvings and hay rides and live music. Lots of great things. So it's a flat rate of admission for $5 over anyone over the age of 2. Pumpkins range from $5 to $8, but there's no charge for activities. Natural Grocers has got an Immune Support 101 class. They're going to be talking about nutrition and immune functions and what to do and what not to do when it comes to your immune system.
Yeah, I need more immune in my immune system.
Yeah.
I got sick.
No! Boo! You just got some system.
I know, I was only sick a month ago, and I'm sick again.
No, that's not good. That kind of always happens when you get out of town, though. You go out of town, out of your element, back in your element.
But at this point in my life, it's good, it's finally over.
I just have a couple more events for you guys. So George Carlton will be at the 10th Spoon Vineyard.
I left my phone on. Someone's calling me.
Oh, someone's calling him. Oh, Scott.
Silent.
Ah.
Doesn't say.
Hey, you're on Wake Up Missoula. Good morning, who's this? You're on Wake Up Missoula.
Okay, sorry guys, that's my bad. Who would call me at this time in the morning?
That's what I always wonder.
I was
it's so early. It's really early.
Date last night?
Yeah.
Telenova?
I wasn't even here.
Okay, George Carlton will be at the 10th Spoon Vineyard and Winery at 4 p.m. tomorrow. And then over at Karis Park, they've got their Treasure State Shred Fest 2015.
Yep.
Which, this is hilarious. This event is good, but I also always think that it's way too soon for October because they bring in snow into Karis Park. They fill the hill with it. It melts. It's just sloppy. It's out of season, but it's kind of fun. They've got music. They have all these skiers and snowboarders that go down the hill. All this fake snow. Well,
and it's a good way for wannabe snowboarders and skiers to come start the season early.
Yeah. So
That's how I see it, and I think they probably make more money this way.
I think they do too. Yeah, they
More
make
money.
a ton of money that way. But either way, it'll be fun. Free admission. There's be music. They'll have beer. They'll have people flying down some snow. Sounds like a good time. Yeah.
But not the Flying Nun flying down.
Unfortunately,
I'm
there
gonna
will
dress
be
up
no
the Flying Nun
Nun.
and just go snowboarding.
I just want to be the Flying Nun for Halloween. Whoa!
You should be like you're outside of a bar and there's a gust of wind and you just fly go away. Off to the next bar.
Meet you guys there. Okay, then over at Imagination Brewing Company tomorrow at 5 is Oktoberfest celebration. So Munich celebrates its 183rd Oktoberfest. So Imagination is joining the party by hosting Brass Knot, traditional German brass band from 5 to 8. Great. Mudslide Charlie will be at Draftworks at 6. Green Path Herb School, they are having a building your own herbal apothecary class. Starts at 6:30. And so John Gojkovic will have a slideshow presentation of some of the best herbs to start your own herbal medicine chest. He's going to discuss habitat, medicinal uses, harvesting techniques, preparation methods, and complementary herbs, recipes, and some other word for each plant. I don't feel like butchering it. And then so it'll be 10 a.m. to 4. There'll be an hour break for lunch. Cost is $60. Starts tomorrow. And then I've got some music going on. So Panismo will also be at the University of Montana at 7:30.
It's an ongoing event.
There'll be the Missoula Folklore Society Contra Dance will be at the Unit Hall at 7:30, looks like. And then Dakota Poor Man Band, we'll be at the Star Night Saloon at 9 again. Joan Zen, we'll be at the Union at 9. Absolutely with Chris Moon and Monte Carlo Badlander at 9. And Shakewell and Tomcat Mullet will be at the Talk Lounge at 10. So those are your events for your weekend. Check out MissoulaEvents.net, the university's website, Missoula Independent, or the university, the newspaper. Yeah, so we've got a video. It is Flagship Friday. So, Scott, what can you tell us about this little vid?
Well, that's all I was going to say.
Oh, good.
So enjoy this Flagship Friday video presented by the kids from CS Porter.
Nice.
And the title is Too Many Bullies.
I hate how long it takes for the bell to ring. I mean, we never have enough time between classes.
It's so stupid. Why would they design it that way?
Oh, I think I chipped my nail.
Wait, how did you get here?
That's the most popular kid in school.
Yeah, Stephanie, can't you tell?
Obviously.
Apparently not very popular to me.
Oh, well, that's the bell. I better get going.
See ya. Wait, guys, where are you going?
We're going to our classes.
All our classes are this way.
Wait, I have to go down that hallway.
Man, I hope there's no bullies in here. Oh, that's nice.
Well. This hallway isn't big enough for the two of us.
Yeah, good to see you.
Well, there's a toll in this hallway, and everyone has to pay. Well, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah! Okay, so this is my hallway, and everyone has to pay the rules and give me your lunch money now.
I don't have it. This is after lunch, and I really don't want to be near you.
Well, go away.
I have to get to class.
No!
Oh gosh, he took my sweater! Hey! What's wrong? He took my sweater! Who did? Drake! Oh. Drake, huh? Yeah. Listen, if you give me whatever you got on, yeah, I'll go take care of him. What? Give me $1, and I'll go take care of him for you. Sure, I mean, yeah, I guess. Thank you. And remember, loose lips sink ships. Wink!
I'm gonna tie-dye this with the blood of my victims.
Oh, hello. This will be interesting.
Indeed.
That's a nice sweater.
Thanks.
Mine! Whoa, Jack, did you just come from Drake's hallway?
Yeah.
You've been doing all sorts of crazy things ever since you got that jacket.
What is with the jacket? Why are you hating on the jacket?
I'm not hating on the jacket, just you got a lot of stuff. And I've heard that there's a turf war starting between you and Drake.
Moi with toi? You're funny.
No, I'm serious. All sorts of people are talking about it. Like, even Drake himself.
Uh-huh. Okay, well, I'm gonna go have to have a talk with toi. Think you can do this on my turf?
Actually, no. I was thinking that I should recruit you because you got moves.
What are the benefits?
Power.
That's all I needed to hear. Decisions.
Hey, Jessica.
Oh, hey, Cherie.
What are you doing?
Just looking at these pillars.
In my hallway?
Oh, I didn't realize that.
What are you really doing in here?
Looking at the pillars.
Really?
Fine, I was going to my next class.
Oh, well, I guess you didn't hear. This is my way, all of my lockers, and all of my classrooms.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Really? You didn't know that?
Yeah.
Ah, hello.
Hello.
Well,
What's up, Jack? Beating you kids up today?
no. No.
I bet you did.
No,
I bet you did.
I didn't.
Oh, that sucks for you, buddy.
What
What about Drake?
Drake?
Yeah, what about him?
Well, I know that he's a egotistical, tiny little twerp.
So you beat him up too?
No, I didn't.
Tell me the truth.
I didn't.
Tell me the truth.
No, I
Tell me
beat him
the
up.
truth.
I beat him up. I hit him. I hit him so hard. He started crying and like he went and he was like crying blood.
That's too bad for you.
I beat him up. Remember? He was bleeding and like his fingers were all. And
I can tell when somebody lies.
It's
Yeah, I can tell when somebody lies.
No, he.
I want money.
Listen, that twerp that I beat up earlier, and he was like crying blood and everything, and I knocked out his teeth. He just recruited some other guy to come beat me up, so I need you.
Yeah? How much you gonna pay?
I'll give you $20.
I'll do it. I've got your back.
Ah, well, I see we meet again.
Indeed.
We're gonna mess you guys up so much, you guys are gonna wish we didn't mess you up so much. Boom, boom. I'm back, baby. Time to tenderize some meat.
Thought we ran you out of town.
I like chairs.
Cheers!
Listen, you know what? You suck!
I'm the bully here.
You are horrible. I've been running this place since the beginning.
Wait. If we're bullies, then we can't be boys because we're all boys.
That's so confusing! What?
Who can we bully if we're all bullies?
The chair!
What are you saying?
Get him! Chair power activate! Everyone wait for me!
All right.
Oh man,
Yeah.
so funny, so funny. I love Flagship Fridays. Just those kids are hilarious. They're funny. They're smart. They have good ideas. Oh man, I want one. Just kidding.
But you can find out more about Wake Up Missoula and Flagship Fridays by logging on to our website, wakeupmissoula.wix.com/Wake Up Missoula. We have our little Flagship Friday tab. This is from last week, so we'll update it for today.
Yes.
We'll have...
We got Facebook. You can like us on Facebook. You can like Wake Up Missoula on Twitter. You can also like Missoula Community Access Television on Twitter.
Don't forget about our Facebook page.
No.
And of course, if you want to learn more information, you can go to MCAT.org. We're still seeking 2 board members to be on our board to talk about MCAT's financial future, as well as our homecoming parade.
Yes.
Our doing 72 screener at the Roxy that's coming up, and our stop animation drop-in. There's just so much MCAT's doing right now. Yeah, I can't even handle it. But of course, before we go, I have our very own favorite segment that I want to talk about. I totally forgot about it. I totally spaced it again, but it's one of my favorite segments. It's called Hallmark or Bullmark. Are you guys ready?
So what is Hallmark or Bullmark before we start this?
For those of you who haven't played Hallmark or Bullmark, Hallmark or Bullmark is where I read a synopsis from a Hallmark original movie, or do I? And you guys have to determine whether or not it's an actual Hallmark original TV movie or it's complete Bullmark, as I like to call it. Are you guys ready to play?
Yes!
All right, hit it, Asaph. Kate is a lovesick secretary for a major law firm. Kate has always been unlucky in love until she met a mysterious man on Halloween. Dressed as Prince Charming, no doubt. But she lost him before she could find out who he was. Now, with this year's Halloween approaching, she hopes to find her prince with the help of her friends, Nate and Christy, to make this Halloween to remember.
Oh,
and this one is called A Costume for Kate. Is this a Hallmark original movie, or is this complete Bullmark that I, Scott Ramf, made up?
I mean, this is pretty generic. I'm gonna say Hallmark.
Yeah, I agree. Hallmark.
It sounds straight out of a Hallmark movie. Yeah.
Well, it's your last chance to change your mind.
Answer.
Are you sure?
There's no money on it.
All right.
Final answer.
It's Bullmark. I made it up completely.
Scott!
Yes.
Good job,
Very well
Scott.
done.
All right, are you guys ready for your next movie? I always do this in 2, so... Okay, if you just joined us, we're playing Hallmark or Bullmark. Here is the next one. Hit it, Asaph. Hank is a retiree who refuses to stay retired, and when his daughter, Elizabeth, comes for an extended visit, things get a little hairy. Harry is Elizabeth's fiance for the past 5 years, and she will not marry Harry until he convinces her dad to retire for realsies. I added that last part. But what Harry soon finds out about Hank will forever change his life. Can Harry convince his soon-to-be father-in-law to retire, or will he be in an extended engagement forever? And this movie's called Love Won't Quit. Is this a Hallmark original movie, or is this something that I made up, Scott Ramf?
Let's start with you, Asaph.
I'm gonna say something he made up.
You think so?
Yeah.
This is such a dumb plot. The dumbest plot ever. I'm gonna say it's Hallmark. It's so dumb. It's such a dumb plot.
All right, last chance to change your mind, guys.
What is it?
It's Bullmark. I hit lightning. I was just here the other day, and I wasn't even here to do Hallmark or Bullmark. And I just was like, I'm just kind of hanging.
First one's generic, second one's dumb. They're both Hallmark movies.
They're both Bullmark. Today was just me being me in my own special way. So thanks for joining the Wake Up Missoula. I'm just going to end on my face. Blah, 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 blah.
That was funny. Well, thanks for tuning in, you guys. Thanks for hanging with us this Friday morning. It's been a lot of laughs, and we're all glad that Scott's back.
Yeah, I'm just, right after the show, I'm just going to look at young Sally Field all day.
Me too, yeah. Me too.
She's quite a catch, for sure.
She's such a little babe, yeah.
She still looks good now.
I know.
I'd totally
She's still kicking, yeah. I want to watch those Flying Nun movies.
You'll like that show. That was a fun, happy show, The Flying Nun.
You guys, be sure to tune into YouTube afterward and watch those Flying Nun movies.
And stay tuned for our next Wake Up Missoula next Monday, where we hope to have a cooking segment all ready for you. And I think the theme is gingerbread.
Ooh, yay!
Ooh, scary, spooky gingerbread houses.
That sounds awesome.
So we'll be back on Monday at 8 a.m. and every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for the foreseeable future.
Yes.
So without further ado, I want to thank you all for joining me and covering for me while I was gone.
Of course, yeah.
And for Wake Up Missoula, I'm Scott Ramf.
I'm Noelle McAvoy. Here's Asaph Adonai.